Welcome to Girl Talk. We are sitting here and we are already having fun. I feel like we always start off on a good note, right?
Absolutely.
So the holidays are among us. As you can see, we've got this lovely poinsettia sitting in front of us because we are at the Cambridge Winery on Whitney Way. We're at the Madison Tasting Room and they're gearing up for the holidays, just like all of us, I suppose. So we're going to talk to them later in the show about some great hostess gifts.
I brought one.
Bring. You did, of course you did. What'd you bring?
Oh, what is this?
So I think this just like sits on a counter kind of a thing. And this one says, wine cellar. It says, okay, it's just the basement, but just play along.
I love that.
Lots of cool things though. I saw an apron that you can put over a bottle of wine. You know, a lot of times we take a bottle to a party or whatever we're going to, and how much fun would that be to just dress it up a little bit with something like that?
That's a cute idea.
Right,
Yeah.
memorable.
Not to steer too much off topic, but this is Girl Talk. I am going to my first engagement party, and what do you bring? Because you bring a gift, right?
Right,
I mean,
absolutely.
do you focus on the woman or the man or the home, or do you bring wine? I mean, what do you suggest?
I think any of it. Well, first of all, do you know? Well, who do you know better? The girl. Or
the
is it-
female.
It's the,
I've actually never met the man before.
Oh, well then
Yeah.
I think bring something for her. It's your friend, and
So you bring something personal, like a gift. I mean, jewelry or what?
Are there registrations for engagement parties?
I don't think so. I've not had one, but I
Okay.
don't think you register for that. Well, you'll have to ask Frank what kind of wine to bring.
So you think wine is a good gift?
I think
I
you
mean,
can't
an
go-
It's a good gift,
acceptable.
absolutely.
Is it
'cause
just
it's
like a
for both of them.
celebration? sort
Yeah,
of
I
thing?
mean,
like
it's at
we're
her
excited
home, and it was a Facebook invite, so I don't think it's.
Bring something that that they can serve while you're there. So if
Okay.
you bring wine, they can serve it to their guests while you're there.
Okay.
I
You think
a
that's
nice
good?
gift. Yeah,
okay.
I do.
Okay, cool.
I think it's hard to go wrong with a bottle of wine, and Frank will check with him later. Is got some new ones coming out, so
Sure.
I bet he
Excited to
could
learn more
give you some
about
good
that.
tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you. So yes, we are talking holidays and gift giving, and mainly we're just here to give Elise pointers. We'll be doing that today.
All of our viewers can
Relate.
Can really,
use that.
absolutely.
Maybe we'll get some suggestions on our Facebook page.
There you go. That's right. So another keeping on holidays. Isn't everything holidays right now? I know I'm blaring my Mariah Carey Christmas CD.
Don't you
on
love it?
Let's hear it.
repeat constantly.
hear it,
I cannot
Jessa.
sing.
Oh,
Nobody
man.
wants to hear that. I'm a terrible singer. But I start the day after Thanksgiving. Sometimes I sneak in a play on Thanksgiving Day, depending on if my family will allow it or not. And then I play it on full blast all the way through Christmas. So that's my favorite. Do you guys have a favorite holiday CD?
I love Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Her Christmas album is awesome.
I haven't heard it, but
Gotta
she's
love the,
obviously
the
great.
the power ballads.
Oh yeah.
I actually love that we had a warm fall, and a lot more people have probably put up Christmas lights, and I like looking at those.
That's a good point. You'd think
that
that the
too.
cold fall would sort of, kind of spawn the Christmas decorations because you start thinking Christmas, but really
Sure.
it's much more convenient
A
Yeah.
lot more
to
convenient.
put it up in the morning. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who else do
cool.
we have today?
Okay, so we also have Zebella, which is a boutique in Middleton, and they do plus sizes. So they're going to give us some fabulous pointers about different things that you can wear to holiday parties, which again, 'tis the season, right? So that'll be fun to kind of get to see some live options.
Absolutely.
Zoe's the owner of the boutique, and she's also really good at suggestions. I'm not always sure what to wear with things, and
Because you look great in everything.
Yeah, must be tough, Janet. Yeah.
I really don't.
We're not shedding any tears for you today, honey. So that'll be great. We'll talk to them. And we're also going to talk about a really wonderful organization. We've had on before, but we're going to talk about some different things. This is the Junior League of Madison that's going to be joining us. And I think you're going to really enjoy what they have to say. Some really neat events that they have going on, but I think you'll learn something about them that is really unique. So I can't wait to chat with them. They're coming on next after the break here on Girl Talk, so stick with us.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming today at the Cambridge Winery Tasting Room, and this is on South Whitney Way on the west side of Madison. Kind of cool. We've known the folks from Cambridge Winery, but we've never been here before. So you'll get a glimpse and get to chat with the owner and learn a little bit more about it. But right now, we're going to learn about the Junior League of Madison. Maybe you've heard of it, but don't really know what it is or what they do. Here's your opportunity. Please meet Katie Kranz-Hager. You are the Community Vice President. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Looking forward to learning about this. So let's start out with, what is it? What is the Junior League of Madison?
Sure. So internationally, the Junior League was founded in 1901 as a nonprofit organization committed to civic causes and the well-being of women and children.
Sounds good.
The Madison Junior League was formed in 1988, and we are committed to volunteerism, and we also have several initiatives and community programs of our own.
Well, thank you for all that work you've been doing.
Great
That sounds
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Oh, great thing.
And great summary. Sometimes it's hard to answer the basic "what are you" question. So that was a really nice overview. And now this year, the Junior League of Madison launched Discover You.
Yes.
What is that?
Discover You
Another
are,
what is it question, sorry.
Discover You are workshops for teenage girls, and we use a specific software, Gallup's Strengths Quest. And that software helps these young women identify what their strengths are, which is really important for two reasons. A lot of these girls might not realize the strengths that they have, and additionally, they may not realize that these specific strengths equate to having a leadership capacity. So we are hoping to help them realize the amazing potential that they have through Discover You.
Wow, I really love that.
Thank
I wish I would have had
Yeah,
something like that.
That's
right?
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I guess that kind of answers my question too as to why you guys would find it so important to do the Discover You initiative.
Right.
But I would think it just aligns perfectly with your mission.
That's
as an
exactly
organization.
right. So we knew we wanted to work within the broader issue area of education, and we spent a year researching what specifically we could do within education to have the most impact for young women in our community. So as an organization filled with female leaders, we felt it was a perfect fit for us to help identify the next generation of
Absolutely.
female leaders.
Wow. Incredible.
And what's nice about that too is you have an outside group helping this individual think about themselves in a new way, outside of what the family's been telling you for years or some of your closer friends. And that's kind of a neat angle.
Thank you.
What's next for Discover You?
So Discover You was just held at Memorial High School and La Follette High School, and in the spring we're going to bring the two groups together to work on a service project. And what exactly that service project is being determined right now by the Discover You participants based on what they feel are the greatest needs within their schools.
Wow, that's really nice. So you've got a lot going on because you have another event going on that's called All Dressed Up.
Yes.
So you're a busy lady. But that's scheduled for March 4th. So talk to us about those goals.
Sure. So All Dressed Up is our signature community event. What it is a shopping experience. Prom becomes a stressful event actually for a lot of families because of the cost. The cost can be significant. So the goal of All Dressed Up is to eliminate that financial burden for families. So approximately 300 young women come to Madison College. They shop for their prom dress. Accessories and shoes are also available, as well as on-site alterations at no cost to them.
Wow. And where do these dresses come from? Where is the inventory from?
So donations.
Really?
So yes, so actually February 13th through the 25th, we are accepting new and gently used dresses at all Clinky Cleaners locations in Madison.
Oh my
Can you say those
gosh.
dates again?
Sure, February 13th through the 25th.
So right before Valentine's Day. Okay, gently used or new.
Or new, right? Sometimes bridesmaid dresses work.
Sure.
Yep, good way to.
I was just thinking, my gosh, I need to go dig out my prom dresses. And
That's what I was going to say. I mean, they're just sitting in my closet. I haven't done anything with them. It's not like I'm going to get to wear them again. That'd be fun
and
though.
the Clinkies will clean them for us. They're
Oh,
our community partners.
awesome.
So yeah.
Wow.
What a great partnership.
Yeah.
So if people maybe don't have a prom dress to give away, how else can people contribute to this event in particular?
You can contribute with a monetary donation on the Junior League of Madison's website, and you can
Awesome.
specify that the funds should be used for dresses for All Dressed Up.
Oh, that's really cool that you can specify that and you can really feel confident in knowing exactly
Where
what
your
it's
money
going to
will
go
go.
towards.
Right.
That's really unique. I really like that.
So how can folks find you? I think I saw that you're available in quite a few different venues.
Yes, so the Junior League of Madison, our webpage, we're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
You're all over the place.
Everywhere.
Alrighty. Well, this has been really interesting. I loved learning about this, and thank you
Thank
for the
you
work
so
that
much
you're
for having
doing.
me.
Yeah, great way to form our
Thank
next
you.
community. Alrighty. So again, this is Katie Kranz-Hager with the Junior League of Madison. We'll be right back with more Girl Talk. We're going to talk with Zbella Boutique, a plus-size boutique right in Middleton.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We have been having a lovely time here at the Cambridge Winery Tasting Room. We're off of Whitney Way, and we're going to talk with those folks a little bit later about some great holiday wines. And now we're going to talk with Zoe from Bella Boutique about some great holiday outfits. So, perfect timing as we're starting to plan for all those holiday events. Bella Boutique is in Middleton, and it is a plus-size boutique, and you have a fantastic selection. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. So we're winging it today, ladies. We're going to talk about these outfits. I'm really excited about them. You've got your model, Katie, here, and we're going to run through some ideas for casual, dressy, and maybe some versatility.
Exactly.
Okay, so what is Katie wearing? Let's start with one.
Her first outfit is all from a brand called Chalet. It's all made in the United States. But, you know, red head to toe, you'd think it'd be too much, but I think the black kind of breaks it up.
Absolutely.
It's really comfortable, but I think it could be dressy too.
It also looks warm,
Yes.
which is nice. We were talking about this outfit and how it is versatile because it could be seen as casual, or maybe you dress it up with some jewelry, or maybe change the hair to get it a little dressier for something else.
Exactly.
Love that.
I also love the material, the fabric. It's not just a flat material, so the texture gives it a little bit of interest too. I think that makes, maybe dresses it up just a little bit.
And talking with you before, Zoe, I think we were at the Vinery. You were talking about layering and then different lengths. And I love how this is falling at 2 different spots on her. It gives very aesthetically pleasing.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
What's next for us?
we've got more.
So
Don't
the next
worry.
one,
Oh my gosh.
isn't it
beautiful?
beautiful?
It is so
It's very dramatic. It's a coat, but I would wear it as an indoor piece.
Yeah.
All you need are some simple black leggings under it and a black tank top. And keep
Or if
the
you want to
jewelry
get a
simple.
little risque, because
You could.
I mean,
You'd
celebrities
show some
now
leg.
are a little risque. You could just wear some tights underneath this.
Yes.
And,
That's
yeah.
beautiful. And we're maybe about 4 or 5 feet away from it, and you can, well, maybe a little more. You can see the bling from here. So it's not over the top, it's subtle, but you can still see it from a little bit of a distance.
There's
So
a hint
so
of sparkle to
Yeah.
it. That's what
Yeah.
you're talking about,
Yeah.
right? It also looks like there's some sheerness to
The sides.
Yes,
Yep.
and I
A
like
little
that
bit.
too. It takes some of the heaviness of it being a coat to making it more of an indoor piece, like you were saying. And boy, the detailing around the collar, I love
So
that.
pretty.
What a great
Yeah, this
collar.
Adds a
really
little
nice.
warmth to the feel of it too, makes it feel, you know, weather appropriate.
This is
So-
probably more dressy then, right?
Yeah, I think it'd
Okay.
be great for a Christmas party or New Year's Eve, something
What
like
would you
that.
do for shoes with that?
I do a little black booty. I mean,
Oh,
keep
perfect.
it simple. You could do a pump or
The thing I love about it too is it looks like it's wearable and comfortable, because that's one of the things I hate most about getting dressed up for the holidays
Oh, yeah.
is having something that you feel like you have to stand a certain way or sit a certain way.
If you can sit.
you can definitely sit in there and it's stretchy and comfortable. Yeah.
Beautiful.
You can do anything.
Okay, what else do we have?
Love that one.
So the next one I
Ooh.
would say is definitely a dressier option. I love the built-in jewelry and just makes it easy to pull your outfit together.
Yes.
And it has pockets, which is our favorite thing in a dress.
Absolutely.
I've been noticing that more often, and I know I sure appreciate those pockets.
Yeah.
It's amazing that they're there and they don't look bulky, and yet it's enough to stick your lipstick in there, maybe a few tissues or something like that.
Exactly.
And you could pose for the camera. I mean, in such an easy fashion, rather than always putting your hands on your waist.
Put it in the pocket.
Yeah.
Hands in your
Yeah,
pocket.
that is a very pretty option. And it is sleeveless, so it gives you a little bit of versatility too if you want to add a layer over the top.
A shawl or a shrug would be great with that.
Beautiful.
Love the color too. I'm a big
more.
fan of the charcoals.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay, we have
All right.
one more.
Last option.
Okay. Oh, lots
I
of
think
sparkle.
this could be dressy or casual. I think you could dress it up with a skirt or dressy black pants, but the jeans are a great option too.
Sure.
Jeans
absolutely.
too.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
I love that idea because the contrast of materials makes the top pop so much. I just think it looks great
That's a
with
good way to
jeans.
put it.
Yeah.
And this looks like something that could last forever in terms of the way it looks. It's
Yeah.
kind of a classic piece that will just always look good.
Exactly.
And those are sequins on there?
It is. It's sequins just on the front. The back's plain, so it's not going to catch on anything.
Oh, that's
nice,
interesting.
stretchy, soft material as well.
So great. So many wonderful options. I mean, this is just sort of the tip of the iceberg in terms of what you guys have. So many choices over there. I learned too that you even have shoes and the whole thing. So make sure you visit Bella Boutique in Middleton, a plus size store. Obviously beautiful options. Thank you for joining us,
Thank
Zoe.
you for having me.
We appreciate it. All right, we're going to be talking wine after the break. We're here at Cambridge Winery off of Whitney Way. Please stick with us for more Girl Talk. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We have been having a very fun time hanging out with the folks here at Cambridge Winery. We're at the Madison Tasting Room, and now this is our opportunity to finally talk to the man who is the man with a plan, right? This is Frank, who is the owner. Yeah, we hope he has a plan. The owner of Cambridge Winery, and we've had such a wonderful time getting cozy over at your event space, and you've invited us here to your tasting room, so thanks so much for doing that.
You're welcome. Glad to have you.
So we're glad to be here. Now talk to us a little bit about this space, if you would.
Well, this space has been open for about 2 years. We started out by just serving tastings in small plates, and it's just kind of a place to kind of hang out. We can host small events here, small up to about 60 people, so that's that can be
small.
really sizable.
Pretty good size.
And this last summer we just built a deck around the outside, and so during the summer we can actually have another 30 people, so we get up to 90 if we wanted to fill the whole space. But it's great for small family parties. We've had bachelorette parties here. We've had office parties, those sort of things. And we do have small plates that accompany the wine well, and of course we've got the same wine here as we do in Cambridge. So.
Absolutely.
The good
You've
stuff.
imported it all the way from Cambridge to
Exactly.
Madison.
I like that. I like that. So how does the tasting room kind of compare to where we filmed Girl Talk before at the event center?
Well, the event center is about a 10,000 square foot facility. We can host up to 300 people there.
Wow.
So this is a lot more small. It's more intimate.
Yeah.
It's more of a kind of a nightclub, if you will, in a sense. We also have a full kitchen in Cambridge, and here we have a partial kitchen, I'll call it. We have the same small plate menus, but in Cambridge we will always feature chef specials during the open hours there. We don't have that opportunity here unless somebody orders in advance. Of course, if we know what they want, we can bring it in. So the two spaces are complementary. One in Madison, it's very convenient for our Madison customers.
Right.
If they're in the wine club, they can stop by and pick up their wine here. And of course, we have a great following in Cambridge as well. So with either location, it's hopefully one or the other is convenient for our customers.
And both beautiful.
Yeah, I was just going to say the wonderful ambiance has transitioned between both places. Great
Absolutely.
job.
Well, thank you.
You always seem to have new wines to tell us about. Have you released anything recently?
Well, we've just released our Wisconsin red wines this week, as a matter of fact.
Just
They're
in
being
time for
released
winter, right?
just in time. We're pretty excited about them. They've been in the bottle for about 4 months. They're 2015, and there's two of them. One is Marquette and one is Petite Pearl. Both of those varietals were developed in Minnesota, one by the University of Minnesota, the other by a private breeder. The earliest released one was Marquette, was released in 2006. So it's only been growing for 10 years, and it's only been making wine for the last 5 or 6 because it takes a few years for vines to mature.
So Marquette is a varietal?
It's a varietal,
Okay.
and that's the name that the University of Minnesota gave it.
Sure.
The other Petite Pearl sounds like it should be white, but it's a red wine.
Okay.
Petite refers to the size of the fruit, which is very small
Sure.
in tight clusters. 2015 was the first vintage year that we made wine in Wisconsin, and our Marquette and Petite Pearl both in 2015 were wonderful fruit. So we're setting the bar very high. These wines are drinking great. The Petite Pearl, we only have 20 cases, so it's not a lot.
Limited.
It's very limited. We have plenty of the Marquette. Petite Pearl for 2016, we were able to source more fruit. So we'll have more in future years, but this year, Petite Pearl is relatively scarce.
Excellent.
But it's really fun to say.
It is. It just sounds fancy too.
So let's talk a little bit about, so that one's limited, so maybe a great one to get in and try now if you're interested. But talk to us a little bit about kind of some holiday ideas. So I know for folks at home, you're thinking about going to holiday parties, and it's always nice to bring a hostess gift. I think a bottle of wine is a great choice.
It
My mom
is.
told me never show up to a party empty-handed.
And
There
you're
you
the
go.
coolest person at the party if you have a bottle of wine. Right? So which ones are good that are kind of good pairings for food through the holidays?
Well, the two red wines are great during December because they're dry. They're fairly big. They go well as standalone or with with food. Wisconsin wines in general are more acidic than California or French wines, and so they like to go with food. They pair with anything. On the white side, we've got some that are dry and some that are sweeter, and so it'd be a matter of your own personal preferences and tastes. But they go great with well, Thanksgiving was a wonderful time to have a white wine with turkey and cranberry and those sort of things. Absolutely. And so it kind of depends on the menu, if you will, that you expect somebody to have, whether you go with a white or a red.
What would you recommend, though, if you're trying to be safe?
Trying to be safe.
One of each.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Good answers. I'd bring one of each. We do have white wines that are semi-sweet. They're kind of in the middle of the road, so that if you don't know if they like sweeter or not. I personally was never a sweet wine fan, but I like our wine. So they had to pass the Frank test before they came out on the shelf, and so I think you're safe going with one of the white wines, and if in the middle of the road would be fine. The red wines are a little bit unique, especially the Petite Pearl. If it's a gift to somebody, you could give it to them and say, hey, not many of these around, and there won't be by the time they get back here in the store.
I was thinking of keeping it to yourself because there's not many around.
One for them. You can
Tis the season of giving, correct?
Oh, I love that. Nailed it. And so here at the tasting room, I know you mentioned that you guys have the small plates here and also some food over at your event center. I just want to touch on that one more time so people know if they are stopping by, if they've got something to munch on as well.
Well, we always have meat and cheese platters and hummus and those sort of things here that pair well with a tasting. In Cambridge, we have more. I won't call it a dinner, but we do have entree-like special plates, 2 or 3 each night that are available in addition to the small plates. So if you got a bigger appetite and you want to have a dinner, you can certainly make a dinner out of it. In both places, we can customize the menu for an event. We have our first wedding actually coming up this weekend on site, and in their case they actually have a reception somewhere else, so they're not going to have a dinner there, but they are going to have appetizers afterwards. So that's the kind of thing where we can customize for the event.
It's nice that you have both spaces too, like you mentioned, for different sized parties. But meat, cheese, and wine, I think that's Wisconsin for come on over. Right? This is Frank with Cambridge Winery. Thank you so much for having us here. Check out the Madison Tasting Room or book an event over in Cambridge. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of our guests for joining us today, and thank you so much for watching. Join us next time on Girl Talk.